Well, it's Sunday and it's the beginning of the week. Um, it's not the beginning of the working week, but Sunday is the beginning of the week. It's the first day of the week. Um, and what's happening today is Austin Blackburn is getting married, which is exciting for him especially because this is a monumental moment, which is great. And I'll be there to witness it with a lot of my friends and his friends, and it'll be really exciting. Um, and really, um, yeah, I'm really happy for him. Now, yesterday we had Sabbath and we had the service, and it was really, really touching. I think a lot of people experienced some kind of, uh, I don't know, spiritual, um, spiritual moment, just when things seem to come together. And the sermon was really on compassion. The sermon was on compassion by Vili. It was really good. Singing, I think the choir sang really well. The worship leaders sang very well as well, and the prayers were meaningful, and everything seems to come together really well. But to touch on the sermon, seeing as that's like the focal point of service, really talked about compassion. Now, compassion is something that I remember Gifford Ramey talking about, the movement of the bowels, like something deep inside of you moving when you feel compassion on something. And he was saying that Jesus didn't necessarily do things out of compassion, but that he actually did things naturally. He just did them. But this one time, he felt compassion for his people, and he felt compassion for the lost people that didn't know where they were going in life. And this is what really moved him, which was a special thought, because I think being part of the outreach team, this is an important message, to try and reach out to people, not necessarily that have lost their way in life totally, but who may have deeper fulfillment with a relationship with Jesus Christ. So that's a really strong message, and he illustrated it really well with that story about reaching out to the kid with that went to university and had no shirt, no shoes, and he turned up at church, and an elder walked over to him, expecting to kick him out because he didn't have the right clothing, and the guy ended up actually, well, the kid without the shirt ended up sitting on the floor or something crazy like that, and instead of elder kicking him out, he went and sat next to him on the floor, and this was an old man who would most likely kick the person out for not setting up, for not applying, being to because he's dressed really badly and he's not conforming to the how things are in a church setting. So there's moments of grace, and I think we as a church could probably be more gracious and more accepting of people that are different and do things differently, and perhaps that would help our growth and serving the wider community with compassion. So a really good service. I think we can expect more of that sort of thing if we continue to pray for God's guidance, and who knows what is to come.